I want to bring everybody's attention to earlier today into the night, the IndyInsiders.com 2015 awards are going online. We presented a couple of them this afternoon, but I want to recognize somebody in particular. And it's somebody who's not here tonight because he's traveling the world and represents CWF Mid-Atlantic wherever he goes. He unanimously, by the staff of IndyInsiders.com, was voted the most popular wrestler of the year, was voted one half of the tag team of the year, was 1/6 of the match of the year, and was voted the wrestler of the year for 2015. And that man's name is Trevor Lee. So the way I look at it, somebody that has had a year like that, somebody that has accomplished as much as he's accomplished, somebody that represents CWF Mid-Atlantic so well everywhere he goes, the very, very least that I can do for him is to stand right here in front of all you people and guarantee Trevor Lee a match with the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion, whoever leaves here tonight, whoever it is, Wilkins or Lude, as soon as we can put the schedules together, will defend the championship in this ring, in this building, in front of you fans, against Trevor Lee.
Look, man, I hear you talking, but you gotta understand, we're the champ now, and I'll take care of Roy's contracts. You can't just start giving them out to anybody. Trevor Lee had his shot. He had his shot, and he came up short. So the coach has demands. Some of those, we need some upgrades back here in the locker room for the champ.
You know, a lot of people would carry the opinion, myself included, that if it wasn't for the Kamakazi Kid, Trevor Lee would be the champion today. And I just happen to subscribe to that opinion, so whether your man wins tonight or not, whoever is the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion is going to defend against Trevor Lee here in this building, whether you like it or not. You can take the man.
Look, man, you can get all saucy if you want to, but I'll fire you. I'll fire you. That's right. I run things around here. We're the champ now.
You gonna fire me?
The champ knows what to do there. Represent the champ. I'll fire you. I'll fire the other commentator over there. I'll get rid of him. I can do his job better. So it's nothing.
You gonna fight?
That's no real fight. You a champ. We got the champ in my pocket. We do what we want to do.
You may have a champ in your pocket, you may not. We're going to defend the title.
Hey! Well, you shut your mouth for about 5 seconds. I know it's hard. I hear all this talk about Trevor Lee and Roy Wilkins, and that's just fine. With all due respect, Trevor Lee deserves another title shot after what happened at Battlecade. But to refresh everyone's memory, this guy right here, he made your boy Roy Wilkins tap out.
That's what you can do and forget about these crazy dreams of being a champion like Roy Wilkins and just join the All-Stars and start working your way back up. You just wait. You just wait.
You and Roy Wilkins need to worry about Lance Lude.
Okay.
Ric Converse has got a receipt coming. Aaron Biggs has got a receipt coming. That's the dance floor. Richards has gone soft. And I'm telling you, if he comes out of this deal, what? Slow your roll up. Slow your roll, yeah.
Go ahead and say it again. Yeah. Say it again.
Huh?
Say it again. I'm what?
Are you sure you want to do this? You sure you want to do this, Nick? I know you don't give a damn about nobody out here. I know you don't, Nick. Look at me when I'm talking to you, Nick. I know you.
In control of this thing. Oh, and the two men who left an issue very much unsettled at Battlecade are in the center of the ring.
The two biggest hosses in this ring.
Absolutely, maybe the two biggest hosses in the Mid-Atlantic, bar none, are duking it out in center ring. Welcome to CWF Worldwide. The Dawson brothers and Aric Andrews hijacking the ring here before we went on the air. But we have got six-man tag team action in the ring right now. Aric Andrews, Zane Dawson, and Dave Dawson, a trio that formerly would have represented a group called the Riot, against Aaron Biggs, Evan Banks, and Nick Richards. Cecil Scott, so much history between everyone in this matchup.
Yeah, a lot of stories here. And Zane Dawson, we heard him before the match. He called out Ric Converse as we expected.
He said Converse had a receipt coming for Battlecade. He said Biggs had a receipt coming for Battlecade. And he said that Richards had gone soft. Richards, a former member of the Riot. Boy.
Oh, Biggs caught it. Look at the strength.
Oh, he just crushed him. Oh, he just crushed him.
And interestingly enough, this is the first time we've heard Zane Dawson address the Riot situation or the Nick Richards situation.
Yeah, absolutely. Cover. Shoulders are down. That's a lot of weight on those shoulders, but it only got two. Zane Dawson, up until Battlecade, was preoccupied with the PWI Championship. Dawson, for nearly 2 years, was the kingpin of our parent organization, our governing body, the entire Pro Wrestling International organization. He lost that championship to Ric Converse at Battlecade. He says Converse has got a receipt coming. Uh-oh, heads up. Oh, he can't move him. He's too big. Oh, he's gonna move Banks. Oh, there it is.
Banks, you know who he's looking for in this match. It's no secret.
Absolutely. Cover. The former Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champions, the Killbillies. Aric Andrews and Evan Banks. Another situation at our anniversary Supercard Battlecade that was very much left up in the air. Andrews won the contest, but he won it on a referee stoppage. A lot of ringside spectators and a lot of people who later viewed the match online, Cecil Scott, said it was a bad stoppage. Said the referee, Banks may have not been responsive for a moment or two, but a lot of people, Cecil Scott, say it was a bad stoppage on the part of referee Eric Foster.
Yeah, it's a hindsight is 2020 kind of thing. If you're referee Foster, who's an experienced, traveled referee, if the guy doesn't answer you, it doesn't matter how long he's out. He didn't answer you.
Did not answer the referee's command. Cross body from Banks.
So looking back on the tape, you can say, oh, he was out for 20 seconds, but in the referee's mind, he's just thinking, hey, he didn't respond.
Right, that's 20 seconds that the man could not defend himself. Nick Richards in legally for the first time, and man, this crowd at the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium has rallied behind Richards in a way that I have never seen before. This young man has at various points in his career been among the most hated and among the most popular. And some of the things that this young man went through in the past year and a half, quite frankly, I never thought that the fates would swing the other way and he would be back to being cheered by the 250 that have jam-packed the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium here. 2 sellouts in a row at the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium.
Hey, let's keep it going. Let's have 30.
Absolutely. The first of about 32 live events at least that are going to be scheduled here in the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium as Aric Andrews tags in for the first time. Cover. Some, back when he was a Killbilly, felt like he was the most underrated wrestler on the roster. Former state champion amateur wrestler in the Commonwealth of Virginia. He's done away with all that. and has become nothing more than a scuffling fighter. And look at Banks trying to get shots in on Andrews. Banks wants in the worst possible way.
And he's somebody I'm very interested to see what direction he goes in post-Riot here. I mean, we kind of know where Nick is going. We know where the Dawsons, they're always going to be the Dawsons. Man, look at the strength again. But Andrews was so intertwined with teaming with the Riot and with Lee Valiant. He might be a man without a country before you know it.
Yeah, he was the one. Cover. Anytime Aaron Biggs covers a man, you got to bear in mind that's 400 pounds on the chest.
Brother, who are you telling?
You got to push that 400 pounds off. Andrews was so entwined with the Riot, like you said, he was Lee Valiant's right-hand man. Killbillies are in. Whoa, Aric Andrews bails out on Banks. I have never seen Andrews move that fast.
I think he's more afraid of Banks than he is the big man Aaron Biggs.
You know, it might be a situation where Andrews feels like that Battlecade match, you know, maybe he feels like he can't beat this guy.
Maybe he thinks that knockout was a fluke.
Right. Test of strength. The dirty, dangerous Dawson boys will hurt you for fun.
Yeah, you're not going to win a test of strength against the Dawson brother, one way or the other.
Look at him! Look at him!
Oh, he's still talking trash to Richards.
Yeah, you don't want to jaw jack with a country boy like Evan Banks in there.
Banks takes him down and Richards tags in and just stomps away at Dawson. This will be the first interaction between the two of them. Oh, crushed him on the face.
The Edward Carpentier flip splash.
When Jason Miller broke his neck back about 14 months ago, it was Zane Dawson who Richards selected as his replacement partner, his substitute partner. That act at Battlecade 15 over a year ago is really what set the Riot into motion.
It really was.
Richards and Dawson as a duo, they had two great matches against the Aftermath, came up short both times, but that partnership is what set the group that would come to be known as the Riot into motion.
Right, a lot of times partnerships born out of failure, unfortunately, you're just kind of doomed to fail in the first place because you're not really getting together for the right reasons, I guess.
Richards got to fight his way out.
And land these shots in on Dawson. You got to with this big man. Too much size, though. Oh, he grabbed him by the eyes, by the eyelids.
That's nasty.
Oh, what a nasty human.
Oh, boy, Kane Justice has got a lot of beef to hold back. He can't do it. Biggs is too big. Kane Justice can't hold that man back.
And once he gets angry, he is just an unstoppable monster when he's mad.
Referee Kane Justice asserting his authority, and he is trying to back these two. This is a perfect textbook case of Zane Dawson manipulating the official. Zane Dawson manipulating his opponents.
Yeah, I mean, he's more than a big bruiser. He is a smart guy in there. But you can't wrestle for as long as he has and not know all the tricks. Now, one thing of interest, we talked about this at Battlecade with both brothers. What'll happen when the heat gets on in that kitchen? Are they going to take a powder again?
That's true. That's a very good point. The Dawsons have been known to cut their losses and run.
Right. Sometimes, you know, discretion a better part of valor, I guess. Will they? I don't know. It's curious to see will they back up their thoughts of Richards being soft.
We saw that back at Battlecade when it was Dave Dawson who walked away from Aaron Biggs.
Right, and we saw, you know, weeks past with Zane doing the same thing. Jawbreaker, he's got to get a tag to one of these big men in that corner.
Richards has got to get free. I don't know how smart a move that was. Not very.
Oh, God.
Oh, planted him. Face and sternum first.
It was like an inside-out Samoan drop.
That's exactly what it was. These Dawson boys are vicious and mean and nasty.
And they seem at times impervious to pain. Now, I can tell you this, just observation-wise, Richards is not soft.
No.
You don't endure what he went through the last few months, emotionally and physically, and be a soft person. And again, they are goading this inexperienced young referee, Kane Justice.
They really are.
I mean, we try to employ the finest officials. He's a good official, but he is inexperienced. Man, listen, Aaron Biggs trying to wheel Nick up here.
Richards is down in the corner. He's got to put something together. Oh, great thinking on the part of Richards. He knows he's got to fight his way out of that corner. And he does. Evan Banks is legal. Woo, hook kick.
Well, watch out, Andrews from behind.
Oh, sends him to the floor.
Now he'll take a shot at Banks.
Oh. If I was going to run from anybody on that team, I swear to God, I'd run from Biggs. I get that they have history, but brother, I would run from Biggs.
In a heartbeat.
Oh my God! He caught the crossbody, put him down!
Yeah, put him down and look at Dave. He's getting the hell out of there.
I think he was gonna try to run him all the way out of the ring, but just too much beef in the ring. We got, what is it, a 5-way fight on the floor?
Yeah, it's 300 some odd pounds he's trying to lift.
Richards has created distance.
Whoa!
Over the back of Aaron Biggs onto the pile of bodies.
Jumped over his old partner.
And everyone down but Biggs. Zane Dawson got a hold of Richards. These two, every time they touch, it's more violence.
It is. Richards, I think, is a little incensed at the accusations. And Dawson, I think, really wants to prove his point here.
Dawson begging off from Evan Banks. Oh, Andrews again at his ankles.
Oh, right across the back.
Huge splash. Cover, cover, 2, no. He survives.
Man, what a grueling fight this thing has been.
Country strong, country tough is Evan Banks, and Bobby O'Neill on the outside. Not as vocal as we've seen. He's trying to egg his man on, trying to encourage his man, but Bobby, it's a different Bobby O'Neill. He's not talking to the crowd. He's not talking to the fans. He is focused on the match. He is focused on Evan Banks. It certainly seems like in all these vicious matches that we have seen in the past few months, the idea of surviving and being durable and withholding and surviving these fights has really sank in with Banks, and now Aric Andrews wants to tag in.
Right, Banks, he's more serious than he's ever been, and he kind of has to be, especially when you're dealing with these guys in the Riot. And Andrews, he wanted no part of Evan Banks when he was upright, but now that he's down, he is more than willing.
Yes, he is. Andrews.
Oh, and a big vertical splash.
Cover 2. And man, what a horrible way to start 2016 for Evan Banks if Andrews were to defeat him again.
And we're all very fortunate he was medically cleared, no sign of a concussion after Battlecade.
Yeah, absolutely. He was knocked out when his head hit the ring post. Referee Eric Foster has asserted to that several times. A lot of people say, oh, big rock kick from Dave Dawson, cover 2. A lot of people say it was a bad stop. Maybe it wasn't, but the health and the well-being of the guys, no matter how personal an issue is, the health and the well-being of the wrestlers has got to be the #1 concern. It's got to take precedent over anything else. Maybe it was a bad stoppage, maybe it wasn't, but thankfully Evan Banks lives on to fight another day. And listen to this crowd rally behind him.
Another sellout, 250 plus. I say close to 300.
Now jammed into the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium, and Dave Dawson is firmly in control of this match.
Now, when I was an active competitor, I would have agreed with the assertion that, yeah, maybe it was a bad stoppage because no wrestler wants to have their match stopped.
Especially not at Battlecade, not the biggest night of the year.
Not at Battlecade, but now that I'm kind of on the outside looking in, I kind of have to side with the official on those things. Especially since I retired due to injury.
Oh, heads up. Oh,
big backbreaker.
Crush and Banks, shoulder up. Everything that the Dawsons and Andrews have thrown their way, Evan Banks, Nick Richards, and Aaron Biggs have withstood. They have held on. They have proven their durability and their toughness here.
And this thing really did settle down, and they managed to isolate a member of this team.
Dawsons have teamed together longer than anybody else in the match, including the Killbillies when they were together.
Oh my God, what a double team. Shook the ring.
Aaron Biggs not going to allow it. A little bit of CWF trivia. The very first CWF pay-per-view, the 2012 Rumble, it was the Killbillies defending the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team titles against the Dawson brothers. So all these men know each other very well. The Dawsons have done battle with Aaron Biggs and Chris Lee. We talked about Zane Dawson and Nick Richards being partners in the past. Richards and Aric Andrews were partners in the Riot for several months. So much history between all these men. They know each other so well, they've got each other's moves, they know what to expect, but who's gonna be the most durable? Who's gonna be able to withstand all this punishment from their opponents?
That's what it's gonna come down to when you have so much familiarity. 5 minutes reign, but it comes down to who can land the last shot and who can take the last shot.
That's a great way of putting it. Absolutely it does. And Andrews is legal on Banks. Oh, hold on! Banks! Oh,
Twisting suplex!
dropped him on his head and neck. Now does Banks go for the tag or does he stay in there with the man whose rear end he's looking to kick? Both men are down.
Referee up to 5.
Goodness gracious. Count is at 6.
Man, look at how slow he's moving.
He's gonna go for the tag. Oh, Dawson's will not let him have it. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, this thing is breaking down. Zane Dawson creates distance. Oh, Richards creates distance of his own. Referee King Justice has lost control.
Richards gonna fly with the suicide dive.
All the way with all his body weight across the ring onto Zane Dawson. Good Lord, and now it is the two Killbillies, the two-time former Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champions that are in the ring. Andrews is looking to wrap Banks up as there's 2 fights on 2 separate sides of the building.
Nice clothesline. Neither man made the tag. They are still legal. And Bobby O'Neill telling him this is your chance. Get payback.
Well, the eyes of Evan Banks are focused on his former tag team partner. Banks calls him his former brother.
We're not just talking about payback for Battlecade. Payback for a year of ducking and hiding.
Charges into the buckle. Boom! Got him.
Oh my God, there's blood in his eyes.
Evan Banks may look for the spear. Oh! The most dangerous lariat in wrestling just took his head off. Those are the legal men. Damn it!
Dawson was the difference maker in this one.
Banks should have made the tag when he got free. Good Lord, this place is not happy about it at all. But with the most dangerous lariat in wrestling, through no action of his own, Andrews has pinned Banks again.
Aric Andrews, Dave Dawson, Zane Dawson.
See, I'm coming more like off my hip. Right? You were like if this arm's going up on lunch here. The little things that makes you money. It's the little things that make people talk about you. No matter what, it's still gonna hurt.
And we have very unusual tag team action. This is Cecil Scott. I'm joined for this contest by my favorite dude. This jacket, you don't want to know what it's made out of. So Bobby O'Neill is my partner right now for life.
Hey Cecil, how you doing, brother?
Good, it's good to have you here. And this is a guy you know fairly well, Michael McAllister. Who's a insane nutcase.
Yeah, I would say he's not exactly the man I used to know.
No, just by name only.
Exactly.
He had a run-in with his old partner, the Mecha Mercenary, recently, and he's still asking where he is. We know where he is.
I didn't know I was supposed to be looking for him.
I wouldn't go look for Mecha.
No.
But we should talk about the opponents while we can before McAllister murders him.
Yeah.
We got the Dirty Daddy, who I've heard is a 25, 30, 35-year veteran.
I think so.
Something like that. And,
he has a youthful face.
Yeah. kind of.
Also grizzled.
Very grizzled. And his partner is, her name is Delilah Blue. She's had a few matches with us. She's a rookie. Nice sling blade by the Dirty Daddy.
I know Delilah Blue.
She trained with a good friend of yours, Boogie, the Boogie Woogie Man,
That's
Jimmy
absolutely
Valiant.
right. I know Miss Blue here.
We're going to see what she can do.
Anxious to see.
She's worked with, wrestled, I should say, Chastity Taylor here in this arena.
Hello, Chastity.
Yeah, she's been around a little bit.
Yeah, she's a good person.
Yeah, Chastity, we love you. Congratulations.
Absolutely.
Oh, and Delilah, just as soon as she gets in, runs into the menacing and malice Sis.
Yeah. She's a very young girl. She's very new to the business down here in CWF. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, it's Sis trying to rip the face off. This kid may not have a future if she doesn't get a tag to the Dirty Daddy. Which I love saying, by the way.
That's one of the best things I've ever heard on the commentary.
The Dirty Daddy. And I don't even know if he puts the in front of it.
I think it's better if you don't, actually. Oh my goodness.
She is focused right on that midsection. And we've seen Sis is a very relentless. Whoa, throws her up. Oh, and Delilah Blue almost got an upset here. Oklahoma roll.
In the ropes. Wow.
The referee Kane Justice on top of things for once.
Delilah Blue, she's a house of fire right now.
Whoa, sunset flip. That was too much size. Oh! And Sis dropped all the weight on the chest, and that is it. Whoa!
Wow.
Now, you've managed many tag team champions.
Absolutely.
What would you be saying to Delilah Blue right now?
Well, I would say she probably needs to get over to the Dirty Daddy. The Dirty Daddy looks like he is ready to go. He is revved up. And I think he wants a piece of McAllister or Sis.
You think he's trying to get a piece of DNA?
Well, you know, I don't know their professional relationship or their personal relationship.
You think there is a professional relationship beyond the ring?
I think they have a motorboat rental company in Sarasota, Florida.
Really?
No, I don't know that. I made that up. So.
I was going to run with that and treat it as fact.
We can put it on the Wikipedia page.
And we got a choke in the corner, and while we have a moment, I just want to thank everybody personally for all the compliments, everything for the Battlecade shows from Worldwide.
Yeah, Battlecade was an incredible show and really one of the best Battlecades I've ever seen, if not the best Battlecade.
And if you haven't seen it, go check it out on YouTube. They're calling the main event that six-way match, the match of the year, not just CWF.
Absolutely, it was just a masterpiece.
People are calling it top 10 in all of North America. Oh, splashed the hell out of her.
Oh my God.
And this crowd let out a gas. They were behind Delilah Blue, and Sis just stopped her in her tracks. And we might get a cannonball in that corner.
Oh man, I hate to see this coming.
Poor kid. Oh.
Wow.
And this crowd, I think, is concerned more than anything else right now.
This looks bad.
And are we going to look back at this and see those couple of opportunities where she didn't tag? Is her undoing?
Yeah, Dirty Daddy, you can tell he's jumping at the bit to get in there.
Yeah, he wants to get in there, and he's another guy trying to make a name for himself here in CWF.
Both of these kids here, well, I should not say kids with Dirty Daddy.
Oh,
there we go.
DDT.
You got to make the tag.
She's got it. Is she going to cover? Is she going to tag? Dirty Daddy reached in and took the tag.
Like a little miscommunication, maybe.
And I can't say I blame him.
He had the opportunity. He's got to do what's right for the team.
Well, he came in and immediately just got shillelied by McAllister. He's got that Cobra clutch.
Oh, no.
That might be it.
Yeah, that's...
He's tapping. He's tapping. And this guy is as unhinged as ever. But McAllister and Sis, in very convincing fashion, take the win here. Bobby O'Neill, is he going to find him?
I don't know. If he keeps looking, you're bound to find a guy Mecha's size.
McAllister and Sis, your winners. Oh, wait. Speak of the devil. That's the Mecha Mercenary's music.
Oh,
God, it's the big man.
We've got business time.
I don't know. I don't know if this is who McAllister was looking for. Now we saw at Battlecade, Mecha Mercenary took both of them out.
Ooh, what does that mean?
What does that mean?
Maybe we do. Maybe we do. Whoever said we were looking for you?
What? He just said he wasn't looking for him.
We're gonna find him.
Hey guys, Nick Jackson here, the Young Bucks. You are watching CWF Worldwide, but you actually should be on ProWrestlingTees.com/YoungBucks. We got like 54 designs. Pick one of the coolest ones.
Too sweet.
Too sweet me. Boom.
I made you an offer. You forfeit the match right now and join the All-Stars, and you will rise to new heights in wrestling because the coach got all the connections. I'm the one who makes everything happen around here.
Amazing offer. I think I'm gonna have to say no.
Lude has turned down the offer of the coach. Coach Gemini making Lance the same monetary offer that he gave the Kamakazi Kid. That had to be an amazing payday for Kamakazi Kid at Battlecade to do what he did. And this is our main event of the evening. One fall for the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship.
And that tells me he's willing to do whatever it takes to make sure Roy is in no danger of ever losing that title. And it also tells me they are worried about this Lance Lude challenge.
I would be too, quite frankly.
Lude, I wouldn't call it a fluke because it was anything goes, but he was pinned by very underhanded means in a way at Battlecade.
Absolutely correct. Bell sounds, we are underway. First Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight title match of the year. And as Lance Lude alluded to earlier, these two have met a couple of times under some very devious circumstances. Roy Wilkins, trapped in the Cristo, he tapped his hand on the official. Referee Kevin Pierce called it a tap out.
He did.
Coach and Wilkins say that it was not a tap out. He was moving Pierce out of the way, moving the official out of the way to get to the ropes. Nevertheless, Lance Lude won that match. Fast forward to Battlecade, Lance Lude again with the Cristo has got John Schuyler trapped in the Cristo as part of the six-pack challenge. John Schuyler taps out to the Cristo. Roy Wilkins dives on top of the pile with Lance Lude's shoulders down. Referee Red Jones, who is the official assigned tonight, counts the 1, 2, 3. Lance Lude is eliminated from the six-pack challenge. So these two men have met a couple of times before, and there always seems to be some kind of strange set of circumstances whenever they face. Tonight, we aim for a winner and a loser in this Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship bout.
Right, and there's not been anything outside of the rules, so to speak, but just some very controversial situations with these two. But I think straight up, you know, it goes without saying, I think we're going to have a phenomenal match here. But I think Lance Lude has a very good chance of winning this thing. Champ is not here. I have not seen the Kamakazi Kid.
Yeah, it would appear that the champ has come only with his coach and no other outside help.
Which is, Roy Wilkins has the ability to go it alone. He just chooses not to, and it's very frustrating at times. And we're going to see what's going to win out here, the flying of Lance Lude or the pelvis of Lance Lude. or the ground game, the technical expertise of Roy Wilkins.
Yeah, Wilkins is nothing less than a master on the mat.
You know, some people have compared him, and I never thought about this, but I've seen people on social media comparing to one Zack Sabre Jr., and that's a pretty high praise comparison.
Absolutely it is. One of the best wrestlers in the world.
And a little bit of a petition going around to try and make that match happen, Brad.
Wilkins, however, when he holds the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship, it puts him in the conversation of being among the best wrestlers in the world. We talked about it at great length at Battlecade 16. If you have not seen Battlecade 16 in its entirety, you have got to go back on youtube.com/CWF Mid-Atlantic and catch all 3 parts. We talked about how the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship over the past 15 years has come to symbolize being the #1 wrestler in this region. Wilkins survived a 6-pack elimination match against 5 of the absolute best we have ever seen. Whether any of us like it or not, Wilkins was the last man standing at the end of Battlecade 16 over Lance Lude, Brad Attitude, John Schuyler, Chet Sterling, and Trevor Lee. That's got to put him in the conversation of being among the very best wrestlers in the country right now.
Absolutely, and right now, CWF hotter than it's ever been, and a lot of people feel like Wilkins will finally start getting that dude. Like him or not, he is probably the most underrated wrestler maybe in North America right now.
Yeah, wrestling.
I'm willing to say that.
Wrestling in the Mid-Atlantic is hotter than it has been in 30 years.
I mean, I was talking to Bobby O'Neill last week about this. People are talking about that main event at Battlecade as a match of the year, not just CWF, but
absolutely correct.
People are saying it's a top 10 match in North America all of last year.
If you have not seen the main events from episode 35 of CWF Worldwide, the 6-pack challenge, you have got to see it. It is absolutely incredible. 6 of the very best we have ever seen, giving it their heart and their soul and everything they've got in their bodies for the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship. Roy Wilkins survived it, and look at Wilkins.
Man, that might be the stiffest top wrist lock I've ever seen in my life.
Very dangerous.
And Lude is no slouch with the technical game, but this is not the match he needs to be in.
Right, I completely agree.
You're not going to out-wrestle Roy Wilkins. Very few can. And he's really got to quicken this thing up. If you're in a ground game, chain wrestling with Wilkins, you're going to come out on the short end of the stick.
Wilkins,
now, once this
ropes.
drives it down. Nice shot toe hold. Now, once this pace gets quick, that's where Lance Lude's going to shine.
If this pace gets quick. Wilkins, if he is smart, will keep Lance Lude on the mat.
He's got 30 minutes to work with. He can take his time, more or less.
Crowd wants to see Lance fly. They want to see maybe the most spectacular wrestler we have ever seen. Shoulders down. Only gets 2.
Easily the most death-defying wrestler we've ever had here. He jumped right above our head, 15 feet in the air at Battlecade.
Yes, he did, and that was incredible.
Nice head scissor here. Got it really, man, that's in deep. And Wilkins, you see, he's not trying to counter out of it. He's trying to get to those ropes. And Lude is being very lewd. A lot of times you'll see.
Is that why they call him that? I thought it was short for Quaalude.
What? But you see Wilkins oftentimes, this out of bravado, he will always try to counter out of a hold. But right there, that head scissor was in deep. He got to those ropes, and that was a smart move.
Wilkins angered that his ear may be cauliflowered after that leg lock.
Very deliberate pace, and Wilkins, you know he is controlling this pace right now.
Yeah, both men are wrestling a championship pace. Neither man wants to make a mistake. Cover.
It's a lot like in the big championship fights. You see guys utilize that jab for the first 3-4 rounds to kill each other out. And the headlock is about the pro wrestling equivalent of that jab. And we've seen it used extensively so far in this match. Oh, he might be trying to choke the man down.
It's a good thing on the part of Lance Lude. The man can't breathe. He can't really throw strikes. He can't really wrestle. He can't really run. He can't really do much of anything.
Right, and the position of that arm is the key. You know, in a lot of ways, the MMA choke, so to speak, is legal as long as that arm, as long as the bone is not over the throat. It is a legal choke. Oh, now Wilkins is the first one to start getting ugly here.
Drop down, Wilkins, lead frog. Wilkins will use the drop down as an offensive maneuver if he can. Paces quickly to favor Lance Lude. Wilkins gets sent into the buckle.
Now is this where it picks up? Is this where Lance Lude gets his game going? Whoa! Nice head scissor over. Lude is in control. And Wilkins the first man really to go on the defensive here.
All the way up for his body. Lude has got the best body control of any wrestler I think I've ever seen in my life.
God, he's just so quick.
Sends Wilkins to the canvas. Lance Lude may be feeling it here. He is calling to the 250 that have packed the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium tonight.
And Wilkins very wisely got back in the ring. He knew Lude was going to come flying.
Wilkins taking a powder.
Try to slow it back down.
Count is at 3.
And this is smart by Lance Lude. He is not looking to rush in and go diving on Wilkins right now.
Yeah, many times you would see Lude dive out, sometimes even head first, aiming for the concrete.
He's fully aware of what Wilkins is capable of. You know the old saying, fools rush in. And you don't want to be that fool with Roy Wilkins.
Boy, this capacity crowd at the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium absolutely hates Roy Wilkins.
Yeah, a lot of that has to do with the fact that they simply hate the coach. It seems like a lifetime ago, Wilkins was one of the most popular guys here.
Former Rising Generation League champion, was kind of the top prospect of the Mid-Atlantic Dojo for a period of time. Actually, back years ago, when I was the manager of a group called Fatback, they had 3 people for I was going to say they had 3 people for Cage of Death. Rob McBride selected Roy Wilkins, handpicked him to fill out their team.
And Wilkins, he's trying to really misdirect Lude here, but it's not working.
Lude has wrestled a very, very smart contest. Ooh.
Man, nice power there.
You can hear Lance Lude screams throughout the venue.
Man, right in that back in that midsection, those ribs. That's a good way to slow down the flyer. What in the world?
Using the buckle to his advantage.
What the heck is he thinking here? Oh, he's tying that foot up. Oh, almost a tree of woe there.
Wilkins loves that big high-angle belly to back, dropping him on the knee. I thought that maybe what we're going for here. No, he's just looking to try and strain some knee ligaments. And he's just going to leave Lance dangling there. Referee Red Jones has got to free that man.
Right, he's got to be real careful doing it, though. He could do even more damage trying to unhook him.
Lude is screaming.
He got him loose, though. How much damage is done to that leg? We know Roy Wilkins has a pit submission hold that works the legs. And the coach, like, he cornered me in the locker room.
Heads up on the outside. Oh, he dropped the knees on the edge of the apron.
He cornered me in the locker room and blew the whistle in my face and told me that the name of that hold is the 7th inning stretch.
Wilkins' version of the stretch muffler. Coach is coming over here.
Here he comes.
No fly zone.
No fly zone here. Why don't you get back on the other side of the ring? Why don't you get back on the other side of the ring, please?
Yours is open, Coach.
Lance Lude hurting, grabbing that knee. And yes, Wilkins. Oh, look at him kick away. Look at Lude kick away at Wilkins.
Yeah, you see that a lot in MMA fights and things like that. Guys will try to kick from the back, and that's Lude's best defense. But now, you see how Roy, he stepped on the free leg. Oh, God. Man, he wrenched that knee like, he may have ripped his ACL there.
We talked when we saw Evan Banks wrestling about referee stoppages and potential controversy. If in fact what you're saying it proves to be true, referee Red Jones is going to have to seriously think about whether or not Lance Lude can continue this match or not.
Absolutely, it's kind of a hot button issue right now, but Red Jones does have a reputation of sometimes maybe letting matches go a little bit too long. You know, I've seen many occasions where matches should be stopped and he did not step in. So it'll be interesting. You know what? There is a little pressure for management to really watch out for this sort of thing.
I think that's probably going to be true also in a big title fight like this, in a worldwide main event like this.
Oh, he's going to the post. And the coach, this is not legal, by the way.
Slamming the knee into the ring post.
And if you're wondering where the referee's at, dealing with the coach.
Yeah, we got a great shot of the coach. Manipulating the official. Got to get Lude off the ring post. Good grief.
And Lude had something in his hand there. Did Roy take the pad off?
That's the third or fourth time that the knee and the leg of Lance Lude has hit that ring post.
And that is cast iron. That is one of the hardest things you could ever possibly hope to have your body hit.
We actually just got brand new post and buckles before Battlecade. A lot of people don't realize that.
I didn't even know that.
That's reinforced steel. That's an upgrade from what we were previously using here at the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium. That's a higher grade material.
There were some instances.
Wilkins is stalking the challenger in his first defense of his second title reign. Roy Wilkins' first title reign came at the expense of Arik Royal, ending Royal's title reign that lasted over 500 days. And Wilkins would hold that title before losing it to Brad Attitude at last year's Battlecade. That is to say, Battlecade 13 months ago. But he redeemed himself and then some by surviving the six-pack challenge.
Yes, he did, and look how confident Roy Wilkins looks right now.
This is a title fight. Wilkins is taking time out to talk to the crowd in a title fight where his championship is on the line. The confidence of Roy Wilkins, he absolutely feels like he's got this thing in the bag.
Right, he feels like Lude probably can't make it to his feet.
Lance has taken a beating. Undeniably. Trying to pull himself up is Lance Lude.
And you notice Roy is not helping Lude up. He's not picking him up to do any moves. He's letting Lude do all the work. Hey, he just measured him. He saw it from a mile away.
I don't know if Lance can walk on that bad leg. He has not taken a step in what feels like 5 minutes.
No, he's been on his back ever since that drop. Half crab.
All the pressure on the bad leg as he squats over the back. Not only does it arch the back and damage the spine, but all the pressure, all the torque, as it were, all the torque is on that bad leg.
Yes, it is. The half crab is one of those moves. It stretches out the lower back, but all the focus is on the knee.
That's maybe fading here.
Yeah, I think so. We have seen great wrestlers throughout history utilize this hold to perfection. It is a painful move.
Wilkins has got him. I mean, he has got him. There's nothing for Lude to do. He's got to navigate out of this hold. But can he?
This is best bet. Get to those ropes.
It would seem all the fight may be fading out of Lance Lude like an hourglass.
Yes, it is, and as a result, he has drained the life from this crowd, which is honestly what the All-Stars want. Oh. That was the move Lude needs. Man, Roy, look at his eyes.
Oh, man.
That glassy look.
This is a huge opening for the challenger.
But Lance, can he get to his feet? That's going to be the key here. Can he get vertical?
He's taking so much punishment.
Man, once that leg goes, you know, sometimes it's impossible to get the feeling back in it. Got to use the ropes.
Ooh, Lance on one leg. That's so dangerous. Oh, Wilkins told him to come on.
Roy saw it a mile away. Lance
Lude is hurt, and Wilkins, I cannot believe that this fight between two such accomplished athletes is going this way, but Wilkins is toying with the challenger.
He really is.
I can't believe I'm saying that. I can't believe that's how this match is going to go, but Wilkins is toying with the challenger.
And at this point, you have to wonder, is there anything Lance Lude can put together? We just saw he went to his favorite spot. He's a flyer, and he looked completely lost for the first time I can ever remember on that rope.
That knee has got to be hurt. So many things that we have seen in the past 14 months. Andrew Everett missing a tremendous amount of time with a knee injury. Brad Attitude nursing a knee injury the entire time that he had the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship. Think about that. He won the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship at the end of December. He tore his ACL and his MCL in the middle of February. So for, what's that, 6.5 months of his title reign, he was nursing a serious knee injury.
Yes, he was. But at the same time, he does not use the leverage in the ropes at the same degree that a Lance Lude does.
No, Lude absolutely lives and dies by it.
Oh! He got the back. If you notice, that leg jammed it to the mat as well.
I have never seen the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion so confident. We have seen Wilkins control the pace, control his opponents better than anyone else in the game, but I have never seen Wilkins control anybody like he is controlling the challenger right now in his first title defense of the new year.
Yeah, he is on his game like I have never seen before.
And he will have to be with people like Trevor Lee breathing down his neck, with people like Lance Lude, Brad Attitude, Chet Sterling breathing down his neck.
Oh, he slipped out. Oh.
It's up here.
Oh. There you go, and Lude is wise. He's kind of leaning on his ropes, using them as a crutch.
Ooh, Lance was able to use the legs.
Can he shut out the pain to hit one big move?
Big chance right here. Woo! Used the momentum. Used his own leverage to send the champion into the canvas.
A scintillating DDT. But he's really got to get over there and make that cover. He's got to look for any quick cover.
This crowd is begging for Lance Lude to get back in this fight.
Now notice, every time Lude hits something, he goes at the head. Whenever you're behind, that's the best place to go to try to rock the man, knock him out.
Absolutely. At least get him groggy.
Both men up. Oh! And honestly, a fist fight may not be a bad idea right now if you're Lance Lude.
Slugging away. Slugging away.
Oh, Roy.
Yeah, one great shot.
And Roy's the first one down.
Lance has got to stay up. He's got to stay up. He's got to make something happen here. Readjusting the pad on that knee. Oh, but Wilkins kicks the leg out. Masterfully done by the Mid-Atlantic champion.
Have we ever had a smarter competitor?
Wilkins, oh dear.
Golf swing maybe? No, he ducked.
Did not get it. Lude awakening, perhaps.
Yes.
Oh, but he landed on the knee. Oh, he landed on the knee.
Man, that was the move he needed, and it just stopped right there.
Oh, if he could have landed on his tailbone, he might have had something.
He got a good hook, but it took too long.
We are seeing our first great wrestling match of 2016, our first classic main event of 2016. We are seeing it right here at the first live event of the new year. 250 have packed the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium, and Lance Lude is trying desperately to get back in this fight.
He's really got to shut it out. We know he's got the heart. We know he can withstand the pain, but can he put it together? He's got the man. What the coach?
Coach is throwing the flag. Red Jones has got to get the coach out of the ring.
Oh my God.
Red Jones has got to get the coach out of the ring. Demands or not. Championship advantage or not.
He's got, no, he went for the, oh, I got to tell him, but he's in the crease stone.
Lude's got the crease stone locked in. Coach has got the official.
He tried to get out, but he switched sides.
Oh, he got him with the flag. I think he caught him in the eye, maybe the bridge of the nose with the flag.
Oh, and it's that 7th inning stretch, the stretch muffler.
Wilkins has got the 7th inning stretch on the bad knee, on the bad leg of Lude. Lude is trapped.
And it's all focused on that leg.
Wilkins is standing up with it.
Only 10.
Oh, Lance Lude trapped in the 7th inning stretch.
Come on, let go of the hold.
And had to give it up. Roy Wilkins survives his first title defense.
And look who's here. What the hell?
He sent the ref out of the ring.
He's flirting with a fine there.
Winners by submission and still CWF Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion, Roy Wilkins.
Kamakazi Kid is berating Lance in the ring.
Lance was once his protege.
He said he went to bat for the coach to get Lance the best deal, to get Lance a deal just like Kazi's with the All-Stars. Lance turned it down.
Oh, no.
What is this? Match is over.
What? No, no, no. Oh, God. I think he just broke the man's neck.
The All-Stars are standing tall. Somebody's got to do something about this.
Man, we need some help out here. We got security heading to the ring. Oh! He just low-blowed security. Snooty Fox, our head security guard, and they sent him out of the ring.
What in the Sam Hill is going on?
They got scissors. Oh, no.
This crowd is in a frenzy.
They are cutting the beard of Lance Lude.
Are you kidding me? With a trophy of their first title defense.
What a jerk Kazi turned out to be. Unreal. Roy Wilkins is still your champion. And a great main event, but a sickening display here on CWF Worldwide. This is Cecil Scott for Brad Stutts. Have a good night, everybody.